Day one of the Vijay Hazare Trophy has already seen records being broken left, right and center. And it all boils down to this one individual here, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Vaibhav Suryavanshi has stolen the show with a record-breaking 100 in Bihar's plate division encounter against Arunachal Pradesh. Now, Arunachal Pradesh have always been the whipping boys when you have to look at the domestic circuit of India. And today, when Vaibhav Suryavanshi hit 190 of 84 balls, which included 15 sixes and 16 fours, he created a new record. At 14 years and 272 days, Vaibhav Suryavanshi has become the youngest ever to score a List A century. 14 years, 272 days. It is staggering what all he can do. Because now, not just this, he'll be there for a couple of Vijay Hazare matches. After that, he will have to go into the conditioning camp before the Under-19 World Cup begins in January. So that is where Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he's already let out massive statements from the IPL onwards until now. Yes, against certain opponents, he's often found himself on the wrong end, in the final against Pakistan in particular. But Vaibhav Suryavanshi, when the moment is there, he just ensures that he responds. And the 190, imagine that 150 came of 59 balls, which is the fastest ever in List A cricket, beating even AB de Villiers' record. But records galore. I mean, just before this particular knock, we were all waiting. Who's going to have the fastest 100? Shakib-ul Ghani or Ishan Kishan? But ultimately, it became Shakib-ul Ghani because his 32 ball 100, when we did it at that time, it became the fastest by an Indian in List A history. Behind Jake Fraser-McGurk and AB de Villiers, he's the third fastest. Shakib-ul Ghani, who's the captain of the Bihar team, 32 ball 100, fastest by an Indian in List A, breaking Anmol Preet's record. Two records are broken. Anmol Preet, 35 ball 100 and Ishan Kishan, 33 ball 100. So just by one ball, Shakib-ul Ghani broke the record. Ishan Kishan hit 100 of 33 balls against Karnataka. Here, Anmol Preet hit it against Arunachal Pradesh. That's how simple it was. Then, when you look at it, because of Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Shakib-ul Ghani's hundreds, Bihar today notched up 574 for 6 in 50 overs. Bihar versus Arunachal now stands at the top of the pile when you have to look at the highest ever scores in List A cricket. It broke the previous record of 506 for 2, which Tamil Nadu had done against Arunachal. It was that particular game when you have to remember that Narayan Jagadisan had scored a double 100. So that's why this is truly remarkable. Arunachal have always been the whipping boys. I had mentioned it for a reason. This is the reason. 498 for 4, England versus the Netherlands. 496 for 4, Surrey versus Gloucestershire. These are the other big scores. But only two 500 plus totals have been achieved, and that is in the Vijay Hazare. One against Arunachal by Tamil Nadu, and the other just today, Bihar versus Arunachal Pradesh. So that is why Vaibhav Suryavanshi is once again ensuring that he's preparing for the Under-19 World Cup in grand style. Yes, he would be wanting to ensure that all the hurt that happened in the Under-19 Asia Cup final gets eliminated. By the way, it was a woeful performance by the batters at that time. So that's why they have a big statement to make in that Under-19 World Cup, which will begin in January. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.